Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go here on Monday night. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
70 Lions, go!
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Back to the air one more time. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs.
And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Browns. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That one complete to Pierce. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. On the give, this is Taylor. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. Room to run at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
60 by 60.
He'll look to throw. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch every...
That is fun. What a throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his third touchdown on the year. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
60 Eagles, 6.
On the handoff, it's Irving.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Play action now for Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Here we go. We're good. Hey, 551. Hey, minute. Right.
Fields now to throw on first down. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Jaguars on top. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. This is intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a big play for the Browns. And even 30 yards. They'll look to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Easy. Right.
Now Fields going for it all. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jaguars will take a 14-6 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll drop to throw. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. to the air now on 1st and 10. He'll look deep for Pittman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards, but this one might be coming back. Let's check in with the referee. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he will score. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Cleveland. And although it's just the second quarter of this one, they'll chase the points now and try to get things tied up.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And the Jaguars are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go, son.
Gray is the motion man here.
Cut.
First down. Fields. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jaguars go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to look for the home run ball. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. A give. This is Irving. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd and real long, he might not pick up the 1st down. Although it looked for a minute like he was, Mike. That is a heck of a run. I've had a coach tell us those 3rd and long pickups, that's just like adding that yardage to the punt.
That's taken in. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Here we go, son. Start.
A 1st down throw for Fields. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Browns have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on them, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And he will score. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Browns. The extra point now coming from Blankenship. The kick is good. And the Browns are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. It's Greg Dortch now from his end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own
1st and 10.
Press. Watch right. Here we go. Sorry.
To throw is Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line.
Hey, 10. Here we go. Extend. Go.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Hey, run there. Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are able to extend the lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Go!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made, that's Pittman. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Go!
They'll look to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
You got a mini base tonight?
Play action now for Fields. He'll find his tight end, Gray, open downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Jaguars going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Up, let's go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That one complete to Pierce. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields now. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Here we go.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Fields from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now he'll air one out, and this will be incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go, here we go. Check go.
Here's Irving. And a good run there on second down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up third and 3.
Taken down at the 33-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to have a Browns first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Blankenship for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns are back within 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
17 yards, the gain there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
It's you. Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second down, it's Fields. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
That's good.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. A pass pulled in by Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. On the ground, it's Irving. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
19 Tiger. Take go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. He's got his man complete to Johnson. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Crazy. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. He is in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Browns. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go, son. Easy. Yeah.
To throw is Fields. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line. So the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Good.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now and talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Now, faking the give. That is caught at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The extra point now coming from Blankenship. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. in need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen.